Welcome to Sergeant Plastic. Today on the table we are making a set for some future videos. I wanted to make a scene of a bombed out city. The material we are using is Dollar General foam poster board. You will find out why later in the video. The first step was to make a template. I did this using some cardstock. From this master I can make all of my buildings. You simply just trace out on a poster board and decide how tall or how long you want the buildings to be. From this point, the buildings come together very quickly. Some glues do not work well while gluing foam together, so any help will go a long way. I added these support strips to help with that. My thought was that the extra strength while gluing floors and walls together would help hold while they dried. Here you can see those supports will hold the floors and allow them to support the walls as well while drying. I couldn't find my PVA glue and used this canopy glue I got from Hobby Lobby. I am glad I grabbed this because this glue is wonderful. It just about bonds in minutes, not enough to fully dry, but just enough to hold it in place. Later in this video, you will see I no longer use the supports. That glue is awesome, not sure why I had it, as I do not build anything with clear canopies, but glad I did. Here is our first building completed. I will be using a 20 by 30 foam poster board. This time I paid up and got a good board for stability. I needed a good base for buildings and constant turning while filming. Watch later in the video to find out exactly why I used the cheap stuff. I wasn't concerned with size compared to the Army men. I just wanted something that could look good together. I mean, you have Army men with tanks that are way off anyway. It's just meant to be entertaining. I didn't want to get bogged down trying to make an elaborate set with simple Army men. However, I did make sure when building I could place them in positions that enabled them to use the windows and other parts of the building while filming, so that you could see them easily in the videos. So size is important in a way for that aspect. Originally I was going for a brick look, but that got me bogged down and quickly gave that up for the simpler set you see. Up next is why I use the cheap foam. Why Dollar General foam? The inexpensive foam paper can be easily removed and is quite soft. Once removed, it can be cut using a hot foam cutter, but wait until you see what I do with it. Often a tool that is meant for a specific craft can be used for something completely different. This tool from Green Stuff World is meant for polymer clay to make impressions in it. I will use this one to make some sidewalks that will add some detail easily and quickly to my set. It makes easy and quick impressions by pressing firmly, but if you do not have this, you can use a ballpoint pen as well. The pen's ink melts the foam, leaving nice impressions. This would take you longer, but the effort is worth the results. I happen to have these for making D&D tiles, or I would have used the pen method. Once painted and some dry brushing, these sidewalks will add the detail while filming Army men in action in the bombed out city. I'm going to make the road, and I decided to only take the paper off on one side. I felt the paper would give me a better gluing surface. Here I'm using a brick pavement pattern to imprint into the foam to make my roads for the city. The tool size happened to be perfect width for my roads. Pretty easy to do and will look great once glued down on the set. Once painted, this will tie everything together nicely. These tools work great on this foam, but will not work as well on denser foam. Here is a quick look at the road and sidewalks together. I ended up cutting a second strip to raise them above the road surface to tie them together with the buildings. I ended up with 4 buildings, but then I realized if I planned to use this set, eventually I would need to have a scene with some tanks blowing up parts of them. I will need to make some smaller buildings or ones with extra damage to simulate that destruction. I do not intend to glue these in place, so that makes the set modular and enables it to be changed during filming. I am deciding on my final placement of the buildings. I am using simple crossroad scene and will glue down the road and sidewalks. Here is everything completed. I think it came out really good. I would love to hear your comments about it as well, so feel free to add them below. Here I have some BMC Marines fighting off a Banzai charge. They make some really nice Army men. I happen to have 2 videos uploaded showing them in greater detail. I will provide a card above so you can watch them. I am very happy with the results and can't wait to film some videos using it. Be sure to become a subscriber to see the set fully painted and the battles fought inside it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.